a hip opening yoga flow today, and I hope you really enjoy the movement and the opportunity for stillness to get to know yourself a little bit better. We begin class by just taking a present moment, resting the hands on the knees, closing down the eyes, and just notice this immediate shift in energy, allowing yourself to be here for a moment just at the start of class. Breathe in, exhale, release tension in the jaw and the face, and we blink open the eyes. Welcome. Begin by just placing the soles of the feet together, hands on the toes. Inhale, raise the knees up. Exhale, pulling them to the mat. Inhale, we rise. Exhale, sinking. And the reason we have these single joint movements is to, one, warm up the body, but also to just create a bit of a relationship with the breath, so that when we find some more stillness, there is that depth, that relationship there. Inhale, raise the legs up. Exhale, folding forwards and down, trying to keep the nose pointing forwards, not allowing the neck to collapse, protecting our spine, sinking a little bit deeper into our Baddha Konasana, our butterfly pose. And I invite you to notice, where is the mind in this particular moment? Inhale, we rise up. Hands behind the hips, feet to the floor. Just find some mobility, allowing the legs to drop from one side of the body to the other. And then we're going to find our tabletop, crossing the legs, coming through, resting the wrist, elbows, shoulders all on top of each other, knees and hips in a line. Really just ground down. Sense the heaviness in the hands, and then that slightly different sensation in the knees. And then let's float up, bringing the right leg off the mat, point the toes towards the knee, placing the right foot outside of the yoga mat in line with the left knee. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, opening up the arms, gazing over our right finger. We're trying to allow the hips to find a bit of mobility this morning in our little Vibrasana 2, our baby warrior 2. Allow the body to open up. Let's take a big breath in. As we exhale, right elbow comes to the right knee. Let's gaze up towards the sky. If you want, that right hand can come down to the yoga mat, stacking the arms on top of one another. Allow the body to open. Inhale, rising up. Left hand now comes outside of the mat, right arm overhead. Try and keep your body weight into that right knee, allowing the hips to sink open a little bit further. Holding here just for a moment. Inhale, rising up. Hands back to the mat. We tuck the right left foot, knee off the mat, right foot through the side of the body, onto the back of the left foot, right, left arm up to the sky, finding our fallen star. We're going to stay here for just a moment. Big breath in. Exhale, sitting bones to the floor. We're facing to the back of the mat. Arms float up. Exhale, forward folding. Once more, placing the hands on the knees, on the shins, on the toes. Again, keeping the neck safely gazing forward. Inhale, raise the arms up. Right hand comes back to the mat. We turn on both feet, left arm to the sky, left hand to the mat, finding our tabletop once more. Ground down, come back to the breath. Inhale, left foot off the mat, point the toes to the knee, placing that left foot outside. Inhale, rise up. Exhale, opening up the arms. Baby Vibrasana. Trying to bring the knee and the ankle on top of each other, gazing over that middle finger, my drishti. Have a little notice, where is the mind? Are you in the past or in the future? And can you nudge yourself to the moment? Inhale in, exhale, left hand, left elbow to left knee, right hand to the sky. If this feels comfortable, this left hand can come to the mat, trying to stack the shoulders on top of one another. Hold here, find some stillness, gaze up at the hand. Inhale, raise the arms up. Exhale, right hand to the mat. Really push your body weight still to that left hand side. Spend a moment here. Inhale, arms float up. Exhale, hands to the mat. Tuck the right toe, bringing the knee off. Left foot comes through the body. Turn onto the outside of the right foot, right arm to the sky. Fallen star. Gaze up. Big breath in. Exhale, just lower the sitting bones to the mat. Legs come nice and wide, arms up. Exhale, forward folding, holding on to the big toes if possible. Using your bicep, pulling yourself a little bit deeper into this pose. Keep the back straight, bring your awareness to the alignment. Inhale, rise up. Left hand to the mat, turn on the feet, coming back to our fallen star. Right hand to the mat, to our tabletop. Beautiful. We find our downward dog, our Adho Mukha next. Pushing the sitting bones up to the sky. The heels don't need to be flat. You can bend the knees. The aim is to find length in the spine. Find some stillness, really ground down. Notice how this feels in the hamstrings, in the calves. Inhale, right leg points to the sky. Exhale, right foot outside of the right hand, grounding down in my left leg. Both of my hands are inside, keeping that back leg off the mat just for a moment. Breathing in. Exhale, left knee to the mat, forearms down if that's in your practice. If not, stay high. Be grateful that you're just on the mat practicing today. Notice where your mind is. Sinking in. Inhale, rising. Tuck the left toe. Right hand comes off the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, right hand to the right knee. Push that knee open. It's okay if you come onto the outside of that right foot. Lean in. Inhale in. Exhale, hands to the mat. Finding our downward facing dog for another moment. Gazing forwards. Inhale, point the left toes, floating the left foot outside of the hands, lizard lunge on the other side. Stay strong in this right leg. Keep the muscles pulling the back of the knee to the sky. Hold here. Breathing in. Exhale, right knee to the mat. Allowing the forearms to follow. If that's where you are today, just listening to the body. Again, keep gazing forward. The modern world has taught us to tuck our chin into our chest through laptops, through phones. And it's like the ancient practice knew this was coming and provided a drishti, gazing forward, keeping our neck safe. Inhale, hands to the mat. Tuck the toes, left arm floats to the sky. Big breath in. Exhale, left hand to the left knee. Pushing the body open. Take a big breath in. Exhale, return the hands to the mat, lizard lunge. And then we release that left leg, finding our downward facing dog once more. Being present, allowing ourselves to be here fully before we find another hip opener. Right elbow and knee together. Open up the right foot so it's on the left hand side of the mat, resting the leg down. Pigeon pose. Breathing in here. Exhale, just allow the arms to fall down, forehead coming heavy. Maybe noticing the breath in this pose. Feeling this grounding sensation. We're only going to be here for a moment, so really sink in. Inhale, rising. Exhale, tuck the left foot, left knee comes off the mat. Finding our downward facing dog. We're only here for a moment this time. Inhaling, left knee to left elbow. Sinking down, the foot comes onto the mat. Big breath in. Exhale, folding forwards. Hands supporting the head. Allowing the neural system to just know that it's safe. To know that it's okay to be here. Really notice where you feel this. Is it in the lower back, on the outside, or the inside of the hip? Inhale, rising up. Tuck the toes, finding our final downward facing dog. Before rolling over in a big spinal wave, hold a plank. Lowering yourself down to the mat. And we roll over onto our back whilst we're here. And to begin with, we're going to just be hugging the knees in towards the chest, offering ourselves a little bit of care, a little bit of compassion, allowing yourself to be here fully. Then let's breathe in. Exhale, left leg floats to the mat. Carry on hugging this right knee a little bit deeper into the chest. We breathe in. Exhaling, left hand stays on the right knee, pulling the knee to the left hand side. My right arm comes away from the body and I gaze at my right hand, finding a big open spine twist. Gaze at the thumb. Notice where your mind is. Inhale through center, a final squeeze of the knees. A big warm hug before letting that right leg fall to the mat. Left leg stays hugged in this time. Taking a breath in. Exhale, left hand to the mat, right
hand on top of the left knee, pulling it to the other side. Trying to keep your shoulder blades connected to the mat. So it might mean the knee raises up a little bit, that's okay. Let's protect the body, be kind to it. Inhale through center, finding happy baby. Feet, the soles of the feet up to the sky. Pull the knees down towards the mat, our final hip opener of today's practice. Really allow yourself to be here. Before we find a Shavasana, our resting pose. Inhaling in. Exhale, feet fall heavy to the mat, wider than the hips, palms are facing upwards. Close down the eyes if they're not done so already. And we'll be here for just a minute or two. And it may feel like a lifetime. Use it as an opportunity to just get to know yourself. Knowing that every emotion, every thought that came up in class, that's okay. Just feel it. Know that it is impermanent, but know that this is life in this moment. Rest in your Shavasana. Notice where your mind has wandered to. Nudge it back to our anchors, our breath, our sound surrounding you. And then we find some movement in the hands, in the toes, letting the head drop from the left to the right, before finally bringing the hands overhead, point the toes, feel the body, say thank you for this practice. And then rolling onto the right hand side, bend your legs, use your arm or your hand as a bit of a pillow. Just resting here for a moment. Before rising up, use that left hand, push yourself back up to a seat, meeting where our class began, hands resting on the knees. Take a moment. Recognize that by just being here, you have offered yourself some self-care. And if you would like to sit in silence for a few moments more, welcome that. If not, take this energy off the mat with you that you've created. Let's take a big breath in together. Thank you so much for practice. I look forward to seeing you again soon.